So, welcome everyone to episode 8 of the Natty Talk podcast. This is possibly the most consistent back to back podcast we've had, 1 week to the next, only 1 week between the last podcast and this one. So, incredible consistency being shown by the Natty crew here. Today, we have a special guest, Tris, a friend of ours. Tris, why don't you introduce yourself briefly to the podcast? Tell us who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name's Tristan, so Tris for short. I am 21 years old, and I have been bodybuilding for about 2 years, of which I would say 1.5 years were, I guess, optimal, quote unquote. And yeah,
We love that word around here.
optimal. Gotta love the word optimal.
Yeah. Okay. So, Aidan, what have you been
Yes.
up to, dude?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Well, I just got back from the pool, trying to get a sick tan going, but it's raining way
Yeah.
too much here in Florida. So,
Good.
and we're having a heat wave every day.
It's raining and you have a
That's
heat
crazy.
wave.
Yes, so it's like
It's like the
first
best
half
of
of the
both
day.
worlds.
Yeah, the first half of the day, the feels like is like 110 degrees Fahrenheit, of course, and then after that, it just rains for the rest of the day. So
Interesting.
today it's not raining, so that's why I was able to go out there.
I remember texting
not
you
too
the other
much.
day, and it was raining at my place, and now it's actually pretty sunny, so it's raining at your place. So
Yep.
Yeah.
The ebb and flow.
Okay. Well, now that we've talked about the weather, we could.
Well, hey, the weather matters, bro. You gotta get tan for bodybuilding.
Yeah. Now we could talk about Discord drama for the next 2 hours.
yes,
Discord drama, huh?
No. Okay. Well, one topic I wanted to bring up and throw straight in there is Alex Eubank. Aidan, I think you had a little update for us from the last podcast.
I didn't confirm this because I asked my friend, and I think he just didn't see the text or something. But he said to me, he's like, "Oh, I think Alex came out as like not natty or something." And then I saw something about like he commented on some SARMs videos back in the day. But I don't know, like what did he exactly comment? Were you the one that told me?
Well, that was what we brought up on the last podcast already. Is that he commented?
Oh, he commented.
Yeah, he commented on some SARMs video asking about SARMs. Yeah, I think it's just like every day that goes past, there's like a little bit more evidence that Alex Eubank is not natty. But I don't know. I don't know if any of it is solid enough yet. But
I don't think any of it's solid enough. And honestly, like, I mean, there's people that look as good as him naturally, so it kind of doesn't matter. If he does want to come out and say he's not natty, or if he is not natty, that's his prerogative. But honestly, like, it wouldn't bother me either way. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm 170, I have a similar amount of muscle mass to him. So, well, probably more, but it's comparable.
Aidan made a good point in the last podcast, which I also watched. Like, it doesn't really matter if he's natural or not, because his physique isn't like the crazy steroid type physique that you would assume. Like, the only thing you could really hold against him if he is unnatural is the fact that he's been lying to his followers. And I mean, I'm not a follower of him, so I don't really care. And that happens all the time. So just in terms of what is possible in bodybuilding, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not like so freaky where you just think it's obvious. But I think the reason I wanted to bring that up is because I think the point is that you can't exactly make a judgment on whether or not someone is natty just by looking at them, because even if they look unimpressive, they can very easily be using stuff. And there's like probably the majority of people who use steroids actually like look worse than probably us here on the podcast. Like probably the majority of people who use steroids look like shit, and it's only the small the smaller percentage that actually see it through and train a long time and actually get good enough for you to see them. Those are the ones you see, but then there's probably like hundreds of thousands or millions of others that use steroids and just look like absolute shit. So I don't think
I mean,
but yeah, otherwise, what else do you go on, right? Like, that's pretty much the physique is what you have to look at to try and decide if someone's natty or not. But I
I'm
guess
gonna
you can
stand
also
by good insertions. He's got good insertions, but that's pretty much that's it. He doesn't have a shit ton of muscle. He's got a normal amount of muscle for his height. I think he's 5'11", 170, 168, whatever.
Yeah.
His strength is normal. He can bench like 275, 285. You know, I mean that's good for that weight, but it's not like crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's a good like advanced lifter, right?
I just remembered there was a, sorry to interrupt you, but this is vital information for this discussion.
Okay.
So I just remembered that there was this other video that came out about Alex Eubank that like he deleted off his channel, which was like 3 years old or something. And he was like talking about SARMs in that video. And I don't remember exactly what it was that he said, but he was like, oh, if you guys want to like put on a lot of muscle, you can use like this, and some SARMs and some HGH or something like. I don't know if either of you guys saw what I'm talking about.
I believe I saw that clip. Wasn't it something like? I think it was kind of out of context though, because the way he was saying it, it was like he was talking about like just a bullshit supplement, I think, and then he said it does this, and that's the same as how SARMs works, and then he kind of
right
talked about SARMs.
It's not like he
like
said
some
I'm
GNC
using
shit.
this, right? But he I don't know. Anyway, it's a stupid
Well, they have
discussion.
like Test Booster 5000 at GNC. If someone takes that, I wouldn't say they're not natty. I'd say they're just stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a fluff fucking discussion anyway. But you know, we gotta talk about something on the podcast, right? So, Alex Eubank, natty or not?
Right.
I'm still gonna say natty. I'm gonna stick to that until he literally comes out and says I'm not natty, and then I literally can't say he's natty. But until then,
Aidan's like he's lying.
Yeah, he is natty. He's lying to you. He's a reverse fake natty.
Sorry, Tris, go ahead.
It's swearing, right?
Yeah, Tris, did you have something there, or should we?
Yeah. Well, all that talk about Alex Eubank made me think about like Matos Fitness as well, right? I believe he took quite a few drug tests showing that he was natural, and like a lot of people still didn't believe him. So it's pretty crazy. The things that you have to do to prove that you're natural is just you can't win. You really can't.
I think
Matt is natural too.
Yeah, but like, okay, what was interesting?
He's up there though. He's one of the best. Like in terms of like his amount of muscle and the way it looks and stuff. Like he's up there. So I'm not saying he's like unimpressive. I'm just saying like I think that is possible.
The thing is like I'm not gonna like say whether I think he's natural or not, but like the thing about that was like his whole test there was that for a certain period of time he was getting drug tested, and then after he tested his 1 rep maxes,
they say the same.
To compare if, you know, assuming he would have been on cycle before and then now he came off cycle, then his 1 rep maxes would have suffered, right? And the result of the test was that his 1 rep maxes were less. And then he explained that
less or no?
They were less. And then his explanation was that like he had an injury or something, which is a pretty good explanation.
Was it like every lift went down like significantly, or was it just like a little
bit? I wish I remembered like the exact number.
Because if it's like, you know, I mean, if I just cut 5 pounds, I'll lose some strength off my bench, like 10, 15 pounds. But like, you know, if he lost like 50 pounds off of all of his lifts, then that's probably sus.
Yeah, but the point is that even that is not like conclusive evidence, you know?
Right. True.
What were you going to say, Tristan?
That, like, even he could have just had a bad day.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I had a bad day a couple days ago. I was telling you about it.
Right.
I was ready to quit.
I had the same, bro. It was literally the same for me. Like on bench, I was supposed to do like 7 reps for something, and I did 5, and I was like, "Damn it!"
Yeah,
well,
that's it. I'm going home.
It's over. It's over.
Well, you're already at home because you train at home.
Sort of.
I wanted to talk about that too.
That's a good idea. Yeah, sure. If I was up to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The home gym life. So, do you have a home gym, Tris?
Okay. Technically, it isn't a home gym. It's about like a 15-ish minutes ride by bike. I would say a little less than 10 minutes by car. So it's in like a storage room that my dad owns.
Oh wow,
So it's a
Yeah,
private gym,
actually,
but not a home gym.
exactly. It's a
that's
garage
cool.
gym, I guess you could call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And so, like, what kind of equipment do you have set up there?
I actually have very little in terms of technical things. I have a barbell. I have a like a loose Olympic rack type deal with safeties, and I own a pulley and a pull-up bar, and I can attach the pulley to the pull-up bar to do things like push downs, overhead extensions. I even do ghetto pull downs on those, just because my setup allows for it, and I mean it's a good variation nonetheless. I have a few push-up handles as well that I use to do push-ups. Um,
Sounds
I think
solid.
that's great. Two loose adjustable dumbbells as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
it's about
much
all you
all
need.
you need. Exactly. And
Yeah.
a bench, of course. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's good that it's like a drive away from you because you're not like literally at home where you can just be like, I'll just go down there in a minute. So like you have to actually get up and go over there. So that eliminates like one of the things that I would personally struggle with.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Like I do have to commit time to go to it. For example, like some home gym owners just train every day and then end up skipping some days when it doesn't really fit their schedule, right? For me, I just run an upper lower 4 days a week, and I just fully commit those 4 days, or not 4 days, I guess 4 evenings, for example, or just
Yeah.
something like 1.5 to 2 hours to just be there and make sure that
Mhm.
the training is done at least.
And
Yeah.
have you always trained like in a private gym, or have you also spent time in a public gym?
Yeah, so I started like the first few months, I would say 3 to 4 months, something like that, in a commercial gym, because I did kickboxing beforehand, and I actually started strength training to become stronger at kickboxing, and it was during COVID as well, so there wasn't really much in terms of group lessons. So yeah, I started just weight training, started there, and when Corona really hit and all the gyms were closed, I basically just opened up the home gym, and that's how it started.
Nice. So do you ever miss like the social aspect, like you're over there by yourself, or you don't mind?
Yeah, for me personally, I don't mind at all because I have been with a friend to a few commercial gyms just to train there in another city, something like that. And for me, it's just when I step in there, it's like it's crowded, it's too clean almost. It's just too perfectly arranged.
Yeah.
I have I actually have difficulty getting into like the right mindset to train because also like for music, that was one subject that I also wanted to address. For
Yeah.
me, I just invest my music for my top sets. Like I need quite a bit of hype, and I can just blast it on a speaker box, right? And you can't do that in commercial gyms or
Yeah, you
or
No,
gotta
the
against.
listen
stuff
to
they
Taylor
play,
Swift or whatever, right?
the stuff they play is not it.
Yeah.
Some Taylor Swift.
So Aiden, are you also like big on music while you lift?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll just pull it up on my phone and like blast it in my headphones. But I mean, if I could do what Tristan's doing, I would do that.
Mm,
But
Yeah.
yeah.
commercial gym problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never lifted with music. It's
What?
yeah, never. Like
Not even
I
once.
no, I'll listen to a podcast, bro, or I'll listen to like
Yeah, people have told me that, but I can't like. How do you get the hype? I guess you just
I
have it. I
remember
mean,
I
that's cool. That's cool that you do, but
I'll just be like, "Hello YouTube," like I'll just have my French bro in the background. Yeah,
while you're doing a top set,
yeah,
that's wild, man. I couldn't do that.
yeah. I
That's
don't know,
crazy. Yeah.
but like I'm not. I don't know. I'm just like not that big into music myself. Like I don't know. It's just not a thing I'm like super interested in. So I guess if you're like really into music, then it would make sense that you'd have that
Yeah.
connection with the gym. But like I don't listen to music like during the day either ever. So
I gotcha.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I gotta. I'm kind of like jealous of people who can like just like tune
That's
into
so
some
interesting.
tunes
Like, I
and
think
like get into
you're the
zone.
only person I know that has ever said that they're not into music, like as a general statement.
Yeah,
Like,
Chris,
I
Disagree. Tristan Tate would disagree. Oh god, you seen that take?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's something like a tweet where he said that it's always the people that say they love music that they're really unintelligent, and it's just like a stupid
really?
tweet.
You can't.
Yeah, no,
you can't
I
be
mean, everybody
intelligent
should
and
love music. It shouldn't be like your personality trait unless you make music or something like that. Then I guess you can say you love music like to that extent. You're making your own music and stuff. But I mean, if you like listening to music, like that's normal. That doesn't mean anything.
Bro, like the most awkward question I ever get is when people are like, "What kind of music do you like?" And I'm like, like I don't know.
What do you tell them?
I literally just say like, I don't know, man. I don't really listen to music that much. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
That's
I just
extremely unique.
never
I
got
really
into
don't
it.
think that that's
But I'm like addicted to listening to YouTube and podcasts and stuff.
podcast.
So like,
So you just always prefer that.
yeah. So like, whenever if I'm doing like cardio or I'm walking or I just have like some dead time or whatever, I'm always like listening to a YouTube video. Like it's never music.
Yeah.
I've like
What are your top bands, Tristan?
Sorry?
What are your top bands or like artists you listen to?
I mostly listen to hip hop, honestly. I would say in terms of artists.
I think you had DMX on one time.
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there's also a difference between what I listen to like day to day and what I listen to in the gym, because
For sure.
if I'm just working for a top set, right, I need that sort of that extra hype. It's more trap kind of music, right? And just day to day, I like a lot more quiet stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Right.
You can't have that adrenaline spike all day because then you never get it in the gym. So
it cheapens.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you get a tolerance.
Yep.
Aidan, did
Music is an addiction.
Aidan, do you want to share your favorite bands? Now that we're on the topic.
I listen to a lot of up tempo. I used to listen to Frenchcore, hardstyle. That kind of stopped recently.
Frenchcore. Yeah,
Frenchcore. It's a type of
I've heard these words.
hardcore
before.
dance. Yeah.
You sent me some stuff like a few months ago, I believe, of what you used to listen to, and I was like, bro.
But System of a Down I like a lot. Trying to think. Been listening to Scarlord lately a little bit. That's pretty much it. I don't know off the top of my head. But then like in my own time, I listen to like jazz and like lounge music and stuff.
Elevator music.
Pretty much, but like more intricate elevator music.
Yeah, nice. Did you see that your boy Larry Wheels got rhabdo?
Yeah, he cookbooked around and got rhabdo. Did you see the Greg Doucette video?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you got like a take on that? Is that just like from over?
I don't know how he got it.
Because like rhabdo is a thing like that CrossFitters get.
I'm sure Larry would talk about how he got it. I don't know if he's done it yet, because I think that was super recent. But
I watched his video. He just said like, guys, I got rhabdo, and like that's about it. He just said like, I drank a gallon of apple juice and I wasn't feeling better, so I went to the emergency room and they said I have rhabdo, and that was about the video that he made. So he didn't give like any more details really. And he was like, but I still did like 415 for 13 reps on the incline, like the same day he got rhabdo or whatever. So
oh man,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like Larry. I just hope he figures out what that was and like can prevent it.
Yeah,
it's weird because I believe presumably he's now on just TRT, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't know at this exact moment, but for like a while he has been. And you could tell, because I mean, he used to weigh damn near 300 pounds when he would compete.
Yeah.
I know one competition he got up that heavy. I think now he weighs like 230 something, 240 something. So, you don't just lose 50 pounds without hopping off at that level. So.
Yeah, but like now he's like getting back into competing and stuff, right? So.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if he's gonna up the cycles again and stuff. I guess that would be not the best idea, but
yeah.
I mean, it seems that he's just training the same as he always has been, I guess. And I mean, because how else would you get rhabdo. That's pretty extreme, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
usually it's people doing like marathons and challenges, like pull-up challenges and stuff like that. But yeah, if he got it just from his normal lifting, that's pretty weird.
Right.
yeah, I don't think it's something you get from like a 1 rep max or something.
No,
It's usually like a more of like an endurance thing where your muscles are just absolutely fried and you just like
and then
keep
they
pushing,
die.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Which
anyway,
seems like something that we would do. So, I mean,
true.
it's not
Yeah,
really that surprising,
he is a pretty
honestly.
extreme kind of guy, so yeah.
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 Did you guys want to talk about the horse stance? I guess Aidan doesn't even know what the horse stance
You
is.
gotta catch me up on that
You
because I
gotta
saw you doing that in the Discord and I was like, what am I watching?
you gotta get with the program, dude. The horse stance
Okay,
meta
what's the
is
program?
in. Well, actually, it's so meta that I'm the only one doing it because no one
Oh,
else
really?
has joined me for the horse stance challenge.
I will join you.
I
Okay.
will too. Why not?
Yeah, all
I'll do
right.
it tomorrow instead of doing legs since I'm deloading and I don't want to go.
Bro,
I'll
it's
just do that.
literally like 1 minute. Like it's not like you need to do like a horse stance session or
Yeah.
anything. It's just yeah, basically
Is it that hard?
yeah. I
Okay.
I'm gonna guess the first time you do it, you're
Okay.
gonna get around a minute to a minute and a half. That's my prediction. But
Okay.
feel
So
free.
now I gotta get 2 minutes.
Yeah, but if you get 2 minutes
No,
on
I'm
your
curious.
if you get 2
I'll
minutes
do
on
it
your
today.
first try, I will be impressed.
Okay. You just
So
gotta show me how it's done.
yeah, I mean, basically the story behind it is I've got very shit mobility, like I always have, and especially now with like bodybuilding, more muscle, I'm just like getting tighter and tighter, and I don't really like that. It
Yeah.
also kind of hinders your lifts to a certain extent. So
For
I
sure.
was looking at some like simple things I could do. I mean, there's these whole like fucking yoga routines and everything, but like ain't nobody got time for that, right? So I thought, what's like one exercise I could do for 1 minute? And the horse stance seems to be a pretty good option. So basically, it's just really good for like lower body mobility, like your hips and your legs and whatever. And essentially, what you do is like you go into like a wide squat. So the more basic version is a 5-step horse stance, which is what I'm doing. So basically, you start with your legs together, and then you do 5 steps. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's like the width that you use. And then you go down in a squat, and you just hold that with like an upright torso. And just hold that for as long as you can. I put like a stick on my thighs so that the depth is controlled, and like if I stand up, obviously the stick falls off. So I'm making sure that I'm staying in that depth. And the first day I did it, I got 50 seconds and like just shaking the entire time. And I've been doing it every day for like the past 6 days or something. And yeah, I'm now up to over 2 minutes, and so you can progress on it. So you can go from like 5-step to 7-step to 9-step, and you can even like progress it all the way to like doing a full split. So like it's like the
And then you can just sit there.
yeah, exactly. So it's like the perfect exercise to like train the splits for. Like if you just keep doing it for like 2 years or something, you can end up doing the splits, and you can add a bit of weight to it as well. So I'm just doing like the most basic version now, and I've gotten over 2 minutes. So now I'll probably add some weight and keep trying to get around 2 minutes with weight. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I've actually noticed only doing this for after doing it for 5 days, I did some RDLs, and it felt really nice in my hips. Like I truly felt like I had more mobility doing my RDLs just from
Wow.
literally like less than 10 minutes of this exercise over the past 5 days. So yeah, I don't know. It's something fun. I've just been posting it in the Discord and hoping that it like starts a trend and some people will do it with me.
Well, I'll do it too, and then Tristan will do it too, and then definitely.
Yeah, I think if both of you also post your horse stances on the Discord,
People will get competitive.
then yeah,
Seriously.
people will hop in. It is a lot more difficult than you think it is, but you also improve on it very quickly, and I think it does have like some carryover to your lifts, like for your squat mobility and stuff, which I don't know. I think both of you guys probably have like much better mobility than me. I know Aidan for sure, you don't like struggle with squats and stuff. But I do, so for me, I'm hoping it's something that can help me if I just keep consistent with it. So hope you guys try it out.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Right. So basically, you just had newbie gains on the horse stance, basically.
Yeah, dude, the
That's
gains were
awesome.
crazy. I mean, the first day I was shaking so bad, like just as soon as I would get into the position, I was just fucking shaking, and like I somehow grind out like 50 seconds. I was like, how can you possibly get any better at this? And like within a couple days, I'm doing 2 minutes, and like the first minute, I'm like rock solid, like no problem whatsoever during the first minute.
Wow.
And just a couple days before, I was like just shaking the entire time. So it's actually crazy how fast you can improve on it. And yeah, I mean, how cool would it be if I would be that guy who's like so stiff and like has really bad mobility, I can barely squat, and like imagine like 2 years from now I'm doing like the splits and shit. Like that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Juji Mufu style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also, I've seen like a lot of old school bodybuilders also like did a lot of mobility stuff, and there's like a photo of John Grimek doing the splits and stuff. So I don't know, I've seen all that, and they have like they could really like move their bodies. They're not like this stereotypical like modern bodybuilder that's all stiff and stuff. So I guess that also inspired me a little bit. But yeah, in general, just I think it's healthy to have good mobility, good for longevity and stuff. So hopefully it's something I can just keep doing consistently.
Then next you can do yoga.
Yeah.
People always tell me like, bro, you should do yoga. You should do yoga. Like you don't have to do the intense yoga, just like the basic yoga. But I don't know. I think what stops me with that is like having to go somewhere and do it. I
Yeah.
think if I just pulled out a yoga mat in my house, I'd be more inclined. So,
Fair enough.
but it seems, I don't know, horse stance seems kind of yoga-y.
Oh, wow.
I guess
We're going to be doing yoga next in the Discord.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's such a small time commitment, like 1 to 2 minutes. Like it's super easy. You could do it while you brush your teeth or whatever, if you want. Whereas
While you brush your teeth.
yeah.
I just pictured you doing that. Oh my god.
I'm just like brushing my teeth and like the splits on the floor, like a Giga Chad.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we only have like so much time in the day and so much like mental energy to dedicate to things like trying to do your job and do your workouts and everything, and then like doing yoga on top of that would be like a whole new commitment that is not that easy for a lot of people to take on. Like I feel like most of us already have enough going on, so yeah, just looking for little things. And the next thing I'm looking for, maybe you guys know something, but I'm looking for the upper body equivalent of the horse stance. So I have this one exercise for my lower body mobility, and I want one exercise that'll hit my upper body mobility, and I could do 2 exercises and just be done.
Wouldn't the chest expander? What were you gonna say?
Like a super wide grip push-up, maybe, and just try to stay at the bottom.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think the chest expander would do too much for mobility. But yeah, like my shoulders as well. Like I got really bad like shoulder mobility and stuff. So yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, maybe like a wide push-up, or I'll find something, I'm sure. Fitness FAQs, very good channel for this sort of stuff. That's where I found the squat, the horse stance. So yeah, check out Fitness FAQs, guys. Very good channel. So I am looking for your horse stances, guys. Do not forget, because I will get on your ass about it. Do it tonight. Do it on the podcast if you want.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay, moving on.
The horse stance dictator.
Actually, I have one more question for you, because you said that lifting and putting on muscle kind of worsened your mobility, I believe, right? Like for me, it's been the opposite actually, because I've always had pretty good mobility. I'm always also like hypermobile in my elbows and knees, so I've always been able to do like an ATG squat with ease. So for me, mobility has never been a problem, but I've always noticed that ever since I started lifting, I can actually kick higher than I used to be able to do.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, from me, I just notice it mainly like in the shower. Like I literally cannot clean my back on my own, because like I just
That's
don't.
just because you're getting too big. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you can even change without losing the muscle. Because it's like,
Well,
I can't scratch my rear delts. Like, I can't.
no, but I've seen bodybuilders like do this thing where they're like, you know, getting their like touching their arms like this, you know, like crossed
They could
behind
probably
their
do
back.
that. They could probably do that before they got big too, though. So it's not like something
Yeah, but if you
that's
like
going to improve so much. I don't know.
but if you train towards it, no, like
Yeah, if you
mobility
train
is
towards
just
it, yeah.
something you can improve, you know. And I don't know, like I literally need to ask like my girlfriend to put the soap on my back because I can't reach it. Like there's just no way. So I don't know, stuff like that. Like whereas before I could like clean my back, but now I just
You got to get the scrubber that's on like
oh
a
yeah,
thingy,
you need to get
and also a back scratcher like that.
yeah.
Clutch.
I could just use the what do you call that thing you use to clean the toilet? You know, you just use that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
2-for-1 tool. You know.
it's the same one too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Why buy something new when I already have the perfect tool for the job? Yeah.
Wow, that's disgusting. No,
Yeah, that's pretty gross. I don't know. Tris, do you want to hit us with a topic? What do you got, bro?
Ooh, let's see.
He's got a bunch.
Yes. Aidan, you actually had a pretty good one, I believe. Genetic fat storage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's something that like everybody will always point this out with Tristan. They'll be like, "Oh, his legs aren't that lean. Holy crap, his upper body's so lean." And then I have like an opposite problem almost, where like the only place I really store a significant amount of fat is in my abdomen, right? So when I bulk, like everywhere it gets big without getting that fat, and then all of a sudden the abs blur like a lot. And same in my glutes, pretty much. They just a lot of fat goes there. But then my quads stay lean, and then just everything else stays lean. So it's like, I don't know. And then Tris seems to gain weight, and his abs just do not change, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really weird. My upper body almost stays the exact same during a bulk. And I see my legs like just gain a bit more weight gradually, but that's it. It's really weird. Like I barely see fat gain when I put on weights, which is really weird. Also, I know you posted a video today. I don't know when this is gonna be out, but either way, or not a video, a picture of a bodybuilder of the silver era, right?
yeah.
I believe he had pretty similar genetic fat storage to me, because you could see
lot of
his
them
legs weren't lean at all, but then his upper body was just shredded. And he
Yeah.
had
You know,
very
that's
little abs.
like a thing in the silver era where like the guys they just don't have like crazy leg definition. Like you can see some I mean this guy is like actually a very good example of that because he was like really shredded on the abs, but like he had like almost no definition in his legs. But that's something you see pretty often is like you don't really see shredded legs in the silver era or before. I don't know what that is. Maybe they just didn't have these huge legs where you could actually, you know, the muscles big enough to see the separation. But generally, they all had kind of like not so lean legs.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I also feel that like the big legs thing has been a bit of a steroid induced image, I believe, because I think just in the silver era they were like, well, I mean, we have big legs. Who cares about the look of it, right?
Yeah,
And now the steroids have become a thing, and that is really just blown the legs, especially like on steroid users, is
yeah, the legs are
insane.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think we've kind of diverted our training towards that more.
yeah. But and also I think like Aiden is like a real outlier when it comes to leg definition because even like your legs are just
I don't even feel like they're
crazy
that
lean,
lean right
dude.
now. I
But
mean, they're still like a vein, but like it'll be gone.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
just having a vein, bro. I've never had a vein in my legs ever,
no,
even when I was very low in body fat. Never,
bro,
never had a.
I don't even have a vein in my bicep, dude. Over here talking about
I
leg
probably don't right
veins.
now.
I mean, I do, but you're still mog me, so you're all good.
But yeah, like talking about the fat storage, I'm starting to think that I like store fat in my arms because I like either I store fat
Which
in
is
my
good.
arms
That's a good place.
or I just have like no vascularity ever because I just never get vascularity in my arms. But I have like pretty big arms, like at
What's
least.
it like when you pinch, like right here? Is it pretty thin, or does it feel seem pretty thick? It looks
No,
pretty thin.
it's pretty thin.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's thin. And look, there's like the vein, like you can kind of see the outline, but like
Yeah.
it's not like
I
bulging
think
out of
it's
the
just
skin or anything.
you might be one of the people, at least for now,
And my forearms
that need
too,
to be
like
leaner to see it.
nothing, bro. Like I get a pump and shit, and I'll have like maybe like one like down here by my like by my wrist, but like on my forearms, like here, just like nothing, dude. I don't know. Like people getting these like road maps, and they're like obviously less muscular than me and like
Yeah.
fluffier than me, and
Oh,
they've
there's
got
people
like
that don't even lift, man, that have veins like that. I mean,
yeah.
there's like old men that literally don't work out that have crazier veins than all of us combined. So
Right.
I mean, veins is like a mostly genetic thing from what I've seen. But
Yes.
I mean, the veins improve as you train. Like I have new veins. Like every couple of years, I'll have like a few new veins. I have a vein on my left tricep that was never there before that started popping out recently. But like it takes a lot of time, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I've always had like a very small vein on my right bicep, but ever since I started training my arms like very intensely, now I've also got a vein on my left bicep. So it's really weird how that works. And for you, Aidan, you've like always had that crazy delt vein, right?
The spider web on my left.
Right, that's crazy. And I'm sure it has improved.
Aidan
By
was
you
like
growing.
clinically
Yeah,
obese
yeah.
with like shredded delts.
No, I was at one point. I was like literally like BMI wise obese, and I didn't have good abs. I was like kind of fat there, but I still had like the spider web shoulder vein. I think. Hello.
On my camera, dude doesn't
It's
want
not
to focus.
focusing.
You guys keep going without me. Okay.
So, yeah. So I think it also has to do like you were saying with fat storage. The places where you store the least amount of fat, you're going to keep the veins the longest, right? The downside of that is my arms. It's really hard for me to get back up to like 18-inch arms now that they don't store fat. Like they stored more fat when I was younger. So I'd be like 200 pounds with 18-inch arms just about cold. But now when I get to 200 pounds, I don't foresee myself having 18-inch arms, but they're going to be a lot leaner and they're going to look bigger. So I don't know.
That's an interesting subject, like how your fat storage changes over time. Because you told me that you used to not store that much fat in your abs, and now you do, which is weird to think about. I mean, I've never really heard about that. Like, I'm sure it happens, and it has happened for you, but you never really hear about that.
It didn't happen until I was maybe like 23, 24. Then I started to notice like, oh, wow, it's a lot harder for my abs to look lean. I mean, they still get really lean when they do get lean, but like it used to be like I could get to 180 and still have like almost an 8-pack when I was like 18, 19. Like all the fat would go to my glutes and none would go to my abs.
Dump truck.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, but little by little, I mean, I have better abs now at this weight than I did when I was like 19, but I feel like not by so much that, I feel like that the fat was not going there before. And now it's like they have to be even bigger to get the same effect,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think also fat storage and just genetics combined with genetic strong points just make for some crazy looking physiques. Like for me, NL made a joke once, and it's now my bio, where it's like you have a serratus dominant physique, right? Because for some reason you can just see the serratus, which for the people that don't know is the muscle, I would say, right beneath the armpit, kind of.
Yeah.
Right
It's
next
like
to
the fin.
It's like
It's
between
like
your
a shark
pec and
fin.
your ribs, kind of.
Right. Exactly. And for some reason, it's just super visible for me. And I guess it's just a combination of having trained my abs pretty hard, so they pop out next to the serratus, and I sort of very little fat there also, and maybe it's a bit of a training thing where
I
I
think it's
just
your
don't.
split, dude. It's like Monday serratus day, Tuesday serratus day, Wednesday serratus day.
That's the secret. That's the secret.
People,
Always
and people
serratus.
go crazy for the serratus.
Yeah, serratus isolation every day.
I've never seen. I like before. I've actually hadn't even heard of the serratus, and then someone said like, "Nice serratus, dude." I was like, "Bro, what?"
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, I actually had that same thing happen to me. Like a guy, one of my friends was commenting on one of my photos, and he was like, "Damn, your serratus looks so good." I was like, "What's the serratus?" That's exactly how I found out about that muscle as well. A while ago. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, it is like kind of like an underrated aesthetic muscle because it's like very small. There's like no one like trains it or thinks about it, right? But it is kind of aesthetic to have like a nice serratus in certain poses at least, right?
Dude,
Right.
speaking of like underrated muscles, like Alberto Nunez, you know who that is?
Yeah,
Hmm.
natural
Yeah.
Bodybuilder
bodybuilder.
guy. Yeah, who gets like so lean it looks like he has no skin.
Like the most
Like,
insane natural
He
bodybuilder.
does like these strange exercises where he's like curling his leg inward with like a dumbbell or some weird like resistance thing. And then
mhm.
he's like, "Oh yeah, this is the muscle I'm working out." And it's like this giant muscle like in between his quad. Like, it's like a muscle that we don't even know the name of. And he's like, "Yeah, this is like the most beautiful muscle on the human body or something."
Nice.
I have to find the clip.
Now
I think
that
it
is
might
a
have been on his
true
story or something.
bodybuilder right there. The rest of us are just posers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're at that level, I guess it makes it right. I I get so annoyed by, or not annoyed. Sometimes it's even funny when you see people in the Discord or just other people online talking about like, oh, I gotta hit this row variation to get like this specific muscle fiber in the back, right? And you're like, bro, no, you don't.
Yeah,
Nah.
and
Just
they've been
do a row,
training for like
right?
3 months.
See, when
Exactly.
Nunez says stuff like that,
For
I
him,
believe it because I'm
yes,
like, okay, he's been
yes,
training for like, I think he's been training for like 15, 20 years, something
Yeah,
crazy. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
like,
For him, it makes
it's like
total
he knows what he's
sense.
doing. But yeah, a guy
Yeah,
lifting for like 2 months who already does like
It-
15 different variations for his rows. It's like, come on, man.
yeah. I mean, when you've maxed out
it's not even
everything,
an
then yeah, you could.
exaggeration. That's not even an exaggeration. I believe like a program in the Discord was exactly that. Like
Really?
just 8 different row variations on like
Wow.
2 separate days or something where like bro, what?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
I
Yeah,
wonder who they
definitely.
get that from. Maybe they're just thinking of that like on their own. They think it's fine, but
I guess they're just like biomechanic pills, something like that.
true.
One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is people not understanding like sarcasm and jokes on YouTube, and this is something that I've dealt with quite a
What
bit.
happened? Did
But
someone not understand the grizzly thing?
yeah, I mean that was
Yeah.
kind of like a bait because like
Well, that was so obvious.
I knew it would come, and like because I knew it would come, I was like, I'm gonna make this video like as obvious of a joke as possible. And like
Yeah.
literally everything I said in that video was not true, right? But like obviously
Yeah.
so. And then you get these people commenting like, actually, he's not 10% body fat. He's got. Wait, just for context, so because people might not know what I'm talking about, so I made this
Yeah.
short where I took Kyriakos Grizzly, who is a 210 kilo Greek man who does very strange lifts, and he's just incredibly obese, but he's also incredibly strong, cool guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like make memes about him and stuff. So I just thought I would, add my contribution to that. And so I made a video like calling him like 10% body fat, and that he does these like
Most muscular man.
full range squats when he just does like these 1 centimeter little squat stuff. And yeah, like people were like, "Oh, actually, he's not 10% body fat, man. He's probably like 30% body fat."
Probably
And
like 50.
yeah, and another thing I said is that like his that he like squats the weight of a truck, which is like 600 kilos, and he doesn't squat 600 kilos, and 600 kilos is not what a truck weighs. And then the guy's like, "Actually, that's not what a truck weighs." It's like I don't know, like,
I
and
think that's perfect. I'm glad you got comments like that because honestly, That's probably the point of the video.
Yeah, exactly. But like, what is up with these people where they see a video that's like obviously a joke, and they
Were you
still
just
have to
hoping
come
they
in
wouldn't
like,
exist?
No, I don't know. It was just something I wanted to talk about. I was actually talking about this with my mom, funnily enough, who also likes to post like jokes on Facebook and stuff. And like no one gets the jokes. Like she'll put up like some obvious, I don't know, like some obvious sarcasm or something, and then people will always like challenge her about it and like call her out. It's like, man, I'm just fucking joking. Like, why do people not understand jokes on the internet? Like, do I actually have to like make my videos like dressed as a clown? Like, should I have like clown makeup on and like a big funny red nose, and then people will know that I'm joking? Or what do you have to do?
You just have to have like satire like flashing and scrolling
Yeah.
across the screen like the entire time.
This is a joke.
So no one even can take a screenshot out of context.
Yeah, it's just funny that there are these like keyboard warriors out there, you know, that are just like scrolling YouTube shorts and like just be like, actually, you're wrong. This is wrong. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, it
I
happens.
I once commented on an Instagram post by Kyriakos. I believe someone he was doing squats as well. It might be like literally the same clip that you used, and he was doing those, and someone commented like "no ROM" or something like that. And I commented beneath him, "What do you mean? Everything he does is full ROM, right?" And like it's so funny because people just roasted the crap out of that guy and just liked my comments, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people understand with him that it's satire and just irony, right? And his comments are like hilarious.
Yeah.
Like if someone hasn't read them yet, go pull up the Instagram Kyriakos Grizzly and just look at the
Yeah,
comments. It's
on
hilarious.
YouTube too. Like the guy has one of the funniest like fitness
Yeah.
communities out there. And then there's like these couple idiots that don't get the joke, and then they come and you're like,
Right.
"Brr, brr, brr, brr," you know. But like otherwise, everyone's
You
just
think he gets
having a
the
good
joke?
time there. I think he does.
He has to, right? I mean, shit.
Like
What did you say? You think?
Like, do you think like Grizzly is like in on the joke? You know, like, do you think he
Oh, yeah.
realizes that?
Yes. Yes.
I think
yeah,
I
he
think he
sometimes
does.
posts. He sometimes posts like a selfie that is like obviously mean mugging, but like in a funny way, and he just
Yeah.
says something like "fool" or something, right?
and I think
Yeah,
he's
that was-
even posted like some of the memes on his
Oh,
page,
he'll be like,
the
he'll be like walking 200 kg as if it's like a set of walking. That's just so
Yeah,
funny.
no, that's really funny. That's a really good channel, and yeah, I do wonder, like, I mean, his training isn't like, it's not ironic training. Like that is actually how he trains, right?
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you're like, would he have trained the exact same way as he is right now if he wasn't the meme that he is? Because he did train
Yeah,
before
it's like
he
the
was
chicken
famous,
or
right?
the
He was
egg, right?
training.
Like which came first? Yeah, the meme or
Yeah.
his training.
I mean, I guess even before he was famous, he kind of trained that way, but you're always gonna think, would he have trained a bit differently, right?
Yeah, maybe he's like playing it up a little bit for the camera, but like
You think he'd ever cut?
I don't think so. He doesn't seem like that, like the cutting kind of guy. He's
Can he
definitely
do?
perma
Can he do
bulker.
pull-ups? I'm pretty sure he can do like
Yeah.
He
a
does
lot of
like
pull-ups.
pull-ups with this much ROM, you know, like just like he does everything else. It's like
But
this, you
still.
know.
No.
Think
It's
about
still
weighing
pretty-
420 plus pounds and you're doing pull-ups. At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty impressive. He can do quite a few with like, I mean, of course it's limited ROM, but
I'm sure
I
he
don't
can
even
do a
know
few
if
legit
limited
ones.
ROM- I don't know if it's really like it might actually be full ROM for him. His arms
Yeah.
might not be able to reach that height, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you made a good point, like people not getting irony and sarcasm. In real life, I'm always very careful when I make like a joke where I think, okay, normally I would just have a dead serious face while I'm saying this, but right now I'm just gonna laugh to make sure that they know it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when I meet new people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a
It
good
seems
idea.
like there's a lot of people on the internet that just don't get it. So yeah, people just, you know, take a chill pill, man. Like not everything on the internet is serious. Like people are just trying to crack jokes and stuff. Like half of the shit I say is just absolutely bullshit. So don't believe anything I say is true.
It's all satire. This whole podcast is satire.
Yeah, definitely do not believe anything we say on this podcast. Yeah.
Any advice you think is advice is just a joke. It's just a
the
meme.
horse stance actually sucks.
Yeah, horse stance is crap, guys. Don't do it. Also, my dog ate my shirt today, and that really pissed me off. I like come upstairs from the gym, and my dog's just there, like lying on my shirt. And at first, I thought that cause like she'll like steal stuff, and then it's like this fun game. Well, it's fun for her, but like you try and like she'll like steal a sock and just like fucking run away with it like super quick.
That is fun.
And then you have to like try and get it from her, and she's just like jumping around and like running like faster than you can imagine. And then you just take it away from her, and that's it, and the game's over. And usually she doesn't like eat stuff, but like this time I wasn't there. I was downstairs in my gym, and I come up and she's just like lying there on my shirt, like looking at me. And I take a picture of her. I was like, oh, look how cute. My dog stole my shirt. And then I picked the shirt up, and it's like just full of holes. And she just like ate the shirt. So, sorry, what did you say?
You want to be specific about the brand?
Well, it was a Gymshark shirt, so I'm sure a lot of people are cheering that on. Like, yeah.
Base dog. Base the dog.
Yeah, base dog. Yeah, I get a lot of shit in the Discord for like my Gymshark shirts.
Really?
Seems to.
I have some Alpha Elite shirts. I don't really wear them anymore, but I'd probably get like similar shit. This is Young LA. Some people shit on Young. I like Young LA.
How
Everything
dare
fits good.
you?
Like, dude, I have not found a brand that like just fits better than that. Like the way this shirt fits, like I'll be able to wear this through my whole bulk and never feel fat.
Yeah, nice.
That's how you know a shirt is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't really care, you know, if it's some like moral thing, like, bro, unless you're like sewing your own shirt in your house.
I don't think it's a moral thing. I think people just like they find Gymshark like cringy or something. But honestly, it's like it's just a fucking shirt, bro. Like who cares?
It's the influencers behind it, right? That's what you can kind of shit on. Because the shirts themselves, I mean, they must be great. I've never had a Gymshark shirt before, but I'm pretty sure that their fit would be pretty good, right?
You know what's funny? I had a Gymshark shirt that was actually like the shark with the flex, like from the original. You know how they started out?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think I was like 18 or 17 when I got it. And they started out, bro, small company. Like I put that shit on. I was like, this shit sucks. But you know, it was like when they had like Matt Ogus, you know, like Chris Lovato or whatever. Like they just had like a few athletes, and it was like a small brand. And now they're like a multi-billion-dollar brand, or at least over $1 billion.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it might be
crazy.
Like one of the bigger like fitness apparel companies. I mean, I'm sure like Under Armour and stuff is probably bigger, right?
Yeah.
I think just for gym goers, for like gym bros, it's definitely the biggest. Like especially here. So I'm from the Netherlands. I haven't said that before in the podcast, I believe, but yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. Even here, Gymshark's like really big. Everyone that's into fitness even a little bit, there's like a very good chance they own a Gymshark shirt.
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So they're worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
And it's I don't know, I like the clothes. I mean, it's very comfortable, and I like the material. But you know, obviously, they're like it's just a bunch of fake natties that are promoting them. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't like that. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, all the clothes we wear come from the same sweatshop in Bangladesh, where like some children are making it for us. So. You know, it's.
You know what brand I wore, and I probably would still wear because I just don't care. Animal.
I don't know what that is.
Animal is Pete Rubish used to wear Animal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just full on like Reuter brand.
Oh, nice.
Like like you go to their website, just everyone is juiced to the gills. But I don't know. I like the aesthetic of it. It's just badass.
Yeah.
You should just unironically post that on your Instagram and see if someone catches on.
Dude, I have old deadlift videos from like maybe 5 or 6 years ago where I have Animal shirts on. Yeah. Every time.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah, I had like this yellow one, bro. It's so nostalgic. No, people honestly, I don't think people would notice because it's not like super popular anymore. But
Yeah, so if you know, you know, basically. Right.
if you know, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got another topic for us, Tris? What you got?
Yeah, actually, since Aidan is on his crazy sleep deficit right now, let's talk about sleep timing. Because for me, I'm on holiday right now or vacation. It's like it's the off season basically for school, and
It's the
I
off
noticed
season
that
for school.
off season for school. Yeah, exactly.
So it's time to bulk.
It is. It's always time to bowl.
True.
Well, I've just um, I've noticed that when I go to sleep at a later time, because I'm inherently a morning person, I do very well in mornings. So when I go to sleep at like past 1 a.m., something like that. So when it's like 1:30, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that, and I still sleep 8 to 8.5 hours, even so, I get very tired the day afterwards.
Hmm.
And when I just go to sleep at like 12 or 11:30, something like that, and then sleep 8.5 hours, I feel absolutely great. Like I have all the energy in the world. It's really weird.
Hmm. Yeah, it's because
So
you're staying on your clock, like your internal clock it gets used to waking up at certain times. And if you veer like way off of that, it doesn't matter if you sleep a lot, like you're probably not sleeping well because you're like overtired, So
True. And probably like
like my job has me up at 4 uh for a couple days, and I'm so used to that like I sometimes feel better when I wake up at 4 than when I wake up at like 8. So
right,
do you have
just
trouble
used
getting
to
to
it.
sleep in time to be able to get up at 4?
Not if I'm really tired, but if I'm not tired, then yeah. Like for the first day back for the week, that's probably the hardest. But like every day after that, I'm like exhausted by,
Right.
8 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah, damn, I can't even imagine like going to sleep at like 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock even like
When you need it, bro, it's easy. And you don't even want to do anything else.
yeah.
You've been up since 4, so everything that you could have done in that like 15-hour window or whatever, like is done.
Yeah.
And then no one
that's fair.
else, I mean, for the most part, is going to be hitting you up at like 9, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I
unless it's
suppose
like the weekend.
if you have gotten up at 4 in the morning, then yeah, it's probably not so difficult to
Yeah.
get to sleep by 9 o'clock. Yeah.
yeah,
And that's
and that's a
with a
good point
nap.
actually.
I take a little nap. So,
Smart,
Yeah, I need
and
to
that's a
sort
good
out
point.
my sleep schedule because mine is just horrendous. I mean, I'll go to sleep at like 3 in the morning and get up at like 12.
holy moly.
And
Yeah, it's
What
really
were you
wow,
going to
bad.
say, Tristan?
is that consistently as well? That you go to sleep at 3 and then wake up at 12, or is
Uh,
it like
Recently, yeah, sadly, yeah. It's like I like no earlier than 2 in the morning. It's
So
like
you're
2, 3 in
super
the
awake
morning.
right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to go to bed now, I'd have like just no chance. And even at 3 o'clock, like I struggle to get to sleep. So I don't know. I probably need to like change something in my routine. Um, like probably
Yeah, I would.
stop looking at screens so late and stuff like that. I don't know.
Try some meditation, bro, at night.
Yeah, do some yoga.
Like that's yeah. Nah, but like in
or
all seriousness, if you lay in bed with the intention to like meditate for a while, this is not satire. If you meditate for a while, dude, like you'll get relaxed and you'll get tired. Like if
Bro,
you
that
go in
shit
bed thinking
pisses
like,
me
shit, I
off.
gotta fall asleep.
I go to sleep angry, dude. Like
I'm gonna send you some of the stuff I've used, bro, because it's like I don't like all meditation. It doesn't all feel good and relax me, but the ones that I've found are like
But wait, do you have to
really
listen to something?
well, just to learn how to do it, and then
Oh,
you could
okay.
do it on your own or with like music or with like just ambient sounds like rain or whatever. But just to like get how it goes, you probably have to listen to it a couple times.
Right, yeah. Yeah, cause like I'll like do all the tricks, like you sleeping and you like try counting backwards and all that bullshit, and it just makes me
Yeah,
angry, dude. Like I'll be like,
I don't
I
like that either.
I just spent like 45 minutes counting backwards from 1,000, and I'm like more awake than before, and now I'm angry as well. And I don't know,
That sounds like torture.
I know. I hate going to sleep. Like I put it off because I feel like
Yeah.
I'm like gonna get in bed and just like be extremely bored and like wide awake
You
in bed,
gotta
and I don't know.
you gotta try the meditation thing, man. Or listening to something relaxing and like not just laying down with nothing at all.
Yeah.
Like if I put rain on my TV right here, then I stay asleep. Like for some reason, like if I've forgotten to turn that on, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just be like, oh my God. And then it takes me like 45 minutes to fall back asleep.
You guys are gonna like this, but the times that I sometimes sleep well is when I'm listening to a podcast.
That's good.
So yeah, it always goes back to the podcast.
Honestly, man, like whatever helps you sleep.
No, but the thing is,
like
like I can only do the podcast thing when my girlfriend's not home. So if like she's off visiting her parents or something, then I'll like put a podcast on and then I can sleep well. But if I put a podcast on like while my girlfriend's trying to sleep, she'll like slap the shit out of me. So yeah, I don't know.
maybe there's something you can both like compromise on, like some sort of like sound, because some people genuinely don't sleep better in complete silence. Like I have the rain. I have initially before I fall asleep, I have like YouTube videos in my ears that I take out once I'm feeling tired. Then I got a sound machine over there that makes that little white noise thing. It's like,
Bro,
like
how many like?
I need all of that because all of that like quiets my mind. You know,
Bro,
what I mean?
You have like 3 different sound sources for go to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not loud or anything or invasive. It's like, white noise is like shh,
Yeah.
and then the rain sounds almost the same as that, right? So it's basically it's like comforting, like just surrounds me, you know what I mean?
Bro, you got it down to science. Damn.
Yeah, because I used to sleep horribly and now
But like ever
you know.
since I was a kid, like I remember as a kid, I would like go to bed, I'd just never be tired whenever I went to bed, and it would take me like 3 or 4 hours of just like turning and like
That
hating
sucks.
myself to like fall asleep like all my life. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I still go through that now. Like every night I get in bed and it's like I get in bed and if I'm lucky, like 2 hours later I'll be asleep.
2 hours, wow.
Seriously, I'm not joking.
So-
Like I'll go to bed at 3 and maybe I'll be sleeping by 5, you know?
Can I give you some like recommendations? I don't know if any of this is gonna work, but you might just have to like have a shitty night's sleep like twice in a row and like
Yeah.
get yourself up really early and then like slowly
tired
kind of
enough.
like be tired enough for the night, and then after like a few days of that I feel like you'll be getting up at a normal time. And I don't know, man, it's tough to
But even
force
when
yourself to sleep. Like you have to like create an environment that like makes you feel tired
Yeah.
and relaxed. Like
Dude,
if I
when-
just try to sleep somewhere else other than where I have all my stuff that I need, I can't sleep either, bro.
You've got your
So-
7.1 Dolby surround system playing the
Playing rain
music.
sound.
But man, even when I was like for school, I used to have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So 6:30 every day, and it was same thing, like 2-3 hours tossing and turning in bed before I would get to sleep. So it's just
You tried melatonin?
yeah, I think I did
Yeah.
at some point. I don't even remember. But yeah, maybe I should try that again, I guess.
I find that sometimes that helps. It's not like a be all end all, but sometimes a little melatonin helps.
Yeah.
I think
Sometimes an eye
melatonin,
mask.
I think melatonin especially is good to get back into a normal sleep rhythm, but I wouldn't recommend using that all the time because again,
If you need it all the time, something's wrong.
Yeah. you get dependent on it, right?
You
That's
get
not
a
good.
tolerance, right? You have to like keep increasing the dose and stuff.
Yeah, I take one like on a rare occasion where I'm like, I do not want to risk sleeping bad tonight. So it's like every other week, maybe if that. So I don't have like a tolerance at all. Like I just do the 5 milligrams. But if someone's taking it like every night, then it's probably just not even going to work at a certain point.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, because for me, I'm the complete opposite. I can literally lay in my bed and be just fast asleep within 3 minutes, something like that. I'm just gone.
That's a super
Wait,
I
fun
3 or
thing.
30?
Yeah, 3 minutes,
That's
maybe
amazing.
5.
Bro,
Yeah,
I would
that's
like
awesome.
I would like
I'm gone.
cut my finger off to like get that power.
Yeah, It's
Damn.
weird because I've never had problems with sleeping, and when I do, it's very like apparent. I'm like, oh, I had a bad night's sleep. That's weird. Something
Yeah.
is wrong.
That's good.
Something like that.
That's why you're making all these gains.
Bro, that's why you're so jacked, man. You're just like sleeping all the time.
Don't jinx it, yeah.
Don't jinx it, yeah.
Yeah, my dad's like that as well. I guess I didn't get his genes, but like my dad could be like standing in line at the supermarket, like fall asleep anywhere, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like people who sleep on airplanes and stuff, man, like you just like sitting on a like airplane seat, like close your eyes and fall asleep. That is like a superpower to me. Like I've spent a lot of time on like airplanes and trains and stuff. Never one millisecond of sleep have I gotten, even on like long distance flights and stuff. Never ever on a bus, never ever, or in a car. I've like traveled a lot in cars. Like all day trips. Never ever.
In the back seat, you couldn't fall asleep?
No, never, no chance. Like zero chance.
Wow. Okay, I underestimated your.
Yeah, my
situation.
sleep sucks, dude.
Damn, that's crazy. For me, it's actually to the point where if I have to drive somewhere and I'm like really, really tired, I'm just not gonna drive. Like,
yeah,
I might fall asleep behind the wheel. I'm just not gonna risk that.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. Well, that reminds me of a little story when we bought this. I bought this car recently, and I had to drive it down from like the north of Spain. Drive it down.
Are you talking about the scam car?
Yeah.
You probably saw it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I've talked about all that already, but what I wanted to talk about specifically was the trip down in the car from the north of Spain to the south of Spain, because it was about a like a 9 or 10 hour drive, and for context, that day we woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get the train to go up to the north of Spain by train. And then I think we left there at about like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And so, and also like we got lost a little bit because like we were trying to look for a gas station because we like completely ran out of gas. And like this is like we ran out of gas in like such a remote part of Spain that like the gas stations close at night. So like we were going from like gas station to gas station and they were all closed. And we had to like go off into like different towns, like looking for an open gas station. So we took like lots of detours and stuff. And by the time we were getting back, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning the next day. So we had been up almost like 24 hours. And like that was like one of the sketchiest drives I've ever done in my life. Cause like I even like stopped at a place to like get a coffee like in the middle of the night, which is just horrible to even think about. But man, I was driving like this, like white knuckling it, because like also we were in just the middle of nowhere, like, and you don't want to just like stop and like sleep on the side of the road. I mean, I guess that's like better than having an accident. So like don't use my advice here or anything. But yeah, I was just like, this is all in Minecraft, guys, hypothetical. But yeah, I was like, determined to get home, and I had my dog at home, right? So I couldn't like even fuck around too much, because, I had to take care of my dog, make sure, she could pee and eat and all that. So, that was like such a sketchy drive. Like the last 2 hours of that drive to get home, I mean, it was like we were like trying to like just blast the music as loud as possible and like fucking stay awake, and driving like super slowly, of course, so
wait, but like maybe that's the solution to your problems. You just got to get very tired on long road trips.
Just go to the north of Spain every day, because I'll tell you what, I drank like a double coffee and like 2 hours before, and then I went to bed. And coffee usually destroys me. Like I'll get like a panic attack from coffee. And there I drank this massive coffee, and like 2 hours later I was in bed absolutely dead. So I guess we figured it out, guys. I just need to like, drive
24-hour road trip,
24 hours and then go to sleep. That's the trick.
You got that YouTube gas money, bro, so
Yeah, I could just burn all the money in gas.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was quite a tangent for a lifting podcast. Sorry for that.
Don't worry.
You guys got any other topics? I think we've covered the sleep bit pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Tristan's got a few more from whatever.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Oh, Aidan, we gotta talk about this. Food quality.
Food quality.
Food quality.
Does it matter for getting huge or strong?
Yes.
The answer is not really.
You
Like,
can
not to the
only
extent
eat
that-
boiled broccoli and
Not to the
boiled
extent
chicken
that some
breast.
people say. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, I just know from myself, right? My diet is not like perfect. It's not even like, I would say it's maybe half decent. Like, if I went through a full day of eating, you guys would be like, what the? You want me to do it?
It's half chicken breast, half donuts.
So this is what I know. That would be like a perfect 50-50. So at work, I'll have some snacks, right? So I'll wake up before that, right? I'll have like a English muffin delight breakfast sandwich, right? I'll have a protein bar with that, right? And here's where it gets weird. I have like 100 calories of like these big fluffy marshmallows, right?
Okay.
Then I have a little snack pack that has like it has like cheese, sausage, something like that, right? That's 140 calories. Then I go to work. Then at work I have like a granola bar that's by like the same like company, but it's not a protein bar. It's just like a carb heavy bar. Bless you if that was a sneeze. Then I have like a Nutri-Grain bar too, right? A lot of bars and stuff like that. Then I'll go home, right? So I finish training all my clients, whatever.
And I have
Go home, it's
another
kind of
bar.
Yeah, no bar yet, but there is another bar. So then I'll have like a little personal pizza, right?
Personal
get this.
pizza.
Get this. It
Wait,
doesn't end there.
what's a personal pizza?
Like a 400 calorie pizza, like a little from like Publix or something, right?
So it's a small
You guys-
pizza?
Yeah, it's a small pizza.
So why do you say personal instead of small?
Because it's personal. Because it's like that's what they call it, like a personal pan pizza, bro. You never heard that before?
No.
Okay, so I guess that's an American thing because there's like the big ass pizzas, right? And you
Okay.
share that, or else you're
Yeah.
like 600 pounds, right? So this is a
Oh.
personal one, 300
Okay.
or 400 calories, right?
Okay.
Then I'll get some like I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but whatever. I'm just being open about it. There's like these queso things, right? It's like queso dip for chips. I'll get like 80 calories of that, and I'll dip the pizza in that, and I'll eat that, right? So it's like that meal. It's like 26 grams of protein, like 500 calories, like whatever it is, what it is, right?
Nailed it.
Then I'll go to the gym like a little bit after that. Then when I get back from the gym,
So wait, recap up until now.
It's like-
You've eaten like 3 bars,
Yeah,
some
I'm like
marshmallows,
halfway
and
through my
you've dipped a personal pizza into like some
don't
kind
forget
of
the
cheese
breakfast
dip.
sandwich. Don't forget the breakfast sandwich.
And the breakfast
Then I'll
sandwich.
take so this is my best meal, and it's not even that healthy, right? It's like a breaded chicken, right? I'll have like about 800 calories of that,
Okay.
and then I'll dip that in queso too. It's just the weirdest thing to talk about, bro. I've never. Okay. So that's the post gym meal, right?
Okay.
And that has like a little protein shake with it too. So there's something that's not unhealthy, right? A little protein shake.
Okay. So the
Then-
most healthy thing you eat during the day is your protein shake.
And the chicken, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Then after that, I'll have a protein bar with the protein shake. Okay. And then usually I'm almost done, right? And then
I'm sure there's a couple more bars still.
I finish with marshmallows. And that's my diet, bro. It's like 210 grams of protein per day,
Oh
but
my god.
it's like the wackiest way of getting it.
Bro,
Oh my
you need to
gosh.
do like a full day of eating video.
It would be like 100 dislikes and 1 like, and the 1 like would be like Tristan. He'd be like, yeah, okay.
I'm actually crying from that. Oh my god.
Oh.
Too, bro.
Jesus
Do you
Christ.
eat any veggies at all or fruits?
I don't. No, I eat like Asmongold, if you know who that is. That Twitch streamer.
Bro, I'll defend
eat
that.
like him.
I don't eat fruit or vegetable either.
It's protein bars, bro.
The way you said that, bro, like I knew you were gonna laugh.
That's really funny. Yeah, I mean,
We're the most unhealthy lifters.
and I like how you say that's 50-50. It was like 90-10 at best. Like,
it feels like 50-50 to me, bro. I've eaten worse than that in the past. Like, and I'm not joking. Like, this is actually probably the best my diet has been.
oh my god.
Oh.
How do we even go
That's
on from there,
really
man?
funny.
I'm like crying.
Oh my god.
It was actually worse than that, though, back in the day, dude. When I did that 1 gigabulk,
Yeah.
I would literally, I would get, Mexican food, right? I would just have, a giant thing of quesadillas, right? And then after that, bro, I'd go eat, 5 oatmeal cream pies. And I was like, calories in, calories out, bro.
You can't argue with math, guys.
And it's like, I got fat, bro, because I was eating so much. Oh, man.
Oh my god. So do you eat like that every day? Like is that just
Pretty much.
But like the same foods in the same order?
Pretty much, yeah.
So like the only meat you eat is like chicken. Chicken.
Yep.
Breaded chicken.
Yep.
Damn. Okay, well, what's your take on that?
I do eat a little
Tris?
healthier when I cut, but that's pretty much that's the bulking diet.
When you cut, you just like cut out one of the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
All right. Yeah. How's Tristan's diet? Let's see.
Oh god. Well, compared to him, I'm a saint, I guess.
Well, good.
I have a bit more of a balanced take, I guess, as a European and not an American.
I eat like the average American. There it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, so for me, I mean, I can't argue with Aidan's results, right? At the end of the day, it is calories in, calories out. So it does work.
And macros.
If you get the minimum protein requirements, it does work. The thing is, for me, I probably just could not eat that way. I've ate pretty healthily all my life. So if I were to switch to a diet like that, I would just be on a just constant carb crash, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure to just get my veggies in, I get my fruits in, just the basic requirement, get my basic protein
Look at
in.
this nerd eating veggies.
Look at this freaking Dutch guy eating his veggies. Oh my god. What a farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, I just get that basic requirements. I get my protein in. I try to eat relatively healthily.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bro, that's gonna be
the
the
stark contrast. Dude, I'm glad you eat like that because honestly, that's for the best. And I probably need to clean my stuff up a little bit. But
yeah, Tris is
my
like, I
appetite's
have an
just so bad.
ecological garden in my house where I grow all of my vegetables. Aidan's like, I eat marshmallows.
It's a garden of grown marshmallows. Oh my God.
Yeah. But watch, he's gonna live to 95. I'm gonna live to 50.
That's funny.
Yeah, so to finish my point, I guess for me, I kind of need that because I've never ate crazily before. Like I've never been on like the crazy.
start now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Though at some points, especially when I was more active, like a few months ago, when I was I work as a server, so I have a pretty
Bro, Dante's fucking. I'm so sorry, bro. Dante is looking at me, and he's watching my face.
Still thinking about the kid.
I'm still thinking. I like muted my mic to let him keep going, but I'm sorry. I'm like interrupting. I'm just thinking of Aidan's diet and it's just cracking me up, dude.
Oh man, you gotta put this in the Discord. I feel like the Discord would get a kick out
Bro,
of that part.
this is getting clipped like immediately and going on YouTube like before the podcast. But
well, you're right. It's been hard to move on, but yeah, I'm trying to listen.
Sorry, Tris. Sorry, please continue. You're saying you're working as a server. Sorry.
Yeah.
Steps.
So yeah, I work as a server, so I get in a lot of steps. I actually like.
I'm so sorry, bro. It's not you. It's not you. It's just Dante laughing is like the funniest fucking shit. So as soon as he laughs,
the only thing that's keeping me straight is the fact that I'm talking right now.
Exactly. Like when you're talking, it's fine, but then when you stop, bro.
I'm sorry. Sorry. God, this is so unprofessional of me. Oh yes, let me get some. I'll get some water.
Like, how do we move on from that without?
No, sorry. We just need to get our shit together. Okay, that's it.
I need water, bro.
Yeah.
I ran out.
Okay, so you get a lot of steps, Tristan. You get a lot of steps.
I'm gonna finish up this topic really fast. Basically, I have a high caloric demand. I'm pretty tall. I'm 6 feet. You know, I have to eat a lot, so I should
just keep going.
I have a relatively
Don't mind us.
So I should add on the queso dip. That's it, basically.
There you go. And then you'll turn into us, bro. You'll just be a goofball, just laughing. This is because of our diet.
My water came out of my nose.
Bro, I should have saved my diet for like the end of the podcast.
Oh, you've ruined the rest of the podcast.
About his diet again.
Oh my god, dude. Oh yeah, so Tristan walks around a lot at work, so he needs. It
only took us 4 minutes to let him say that.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't stop laughing.
Oh man. This is definitely like probably the most fun we've had on the podcast though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we've ever gotten to that point.
No.
That's fucking
definitely never laughed that much before.
My face hurts.
Oh man, dude, I was legit.
I still have teary eyes.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my god, dude.
You ever get this is kind of like on the topic of laughing. Do you ever like you still go to school, right?
Sorry, to me?
You still go to school?
I've actually graduated this year. So
you graduated.
I have my bachelor's in psychology. So
nice.
I've finished university for now. Yeah. Still have
in class, did you ever have like a laughing fit like this? Because that's the worst place to have them. Yeah, and I had them so many, like in high school, bro. Even a little bit in the one semester of college I did, which is another thing you can laugh at. Go ahead, Dante.
I need to stop looking at you. Anytime I look at you, I just immediately laugh. I need to like put a towel over
Tristan's
that.
Beautiful face.
I'm just gonna look at Tris.
So, it just makes me really small on the bottom.
Oh my god.
No, but like I would get like this in class, dude. I would have laughing fits in class. Like I would think of something funny, and it was kind of the effect of like, you know, like we're trying to let you talk, but now there's like a weird tension, and like we're just laughing. All of a sudden, we have to like stop completely, right? So I think of something funny in my head. I'd chuckle a little bit, and then I'd be like, "Oh shit, I can't laugh. I'm in the middle of class, and there's like 5 hot girls sitting next to me, right?" And then at that point, I knew I fucked up. And all I can do is try not to laugh for like 20 minutes. And then I'm just like sweating like down to like my fucking nuts. And like, it's just the worst thing ever, bro.
Nice. Not to bring it back to the whole diet thing, but I feel like we haven't really addressed your diet, Aidan. I mean, you gave us the diet, but we haven't discussed it.
You addressed it. You addressed it by laughing.
I mean, yeah, we laughed our asses off for the last 20 minutes.
That's the only way to address a diet like that. What are you going to say? Like, oh, well.
Okay, serious question about the diet. Honestly,
Yes.
Aidan, do you think you're leaving gains on the table?
When I was having less protein, yeah. Right now, I like to think my vitamins cover the
I was like, you just take a couple vitamins to like balance it out, right? That's like,
No,
yeah.
honestly though, like if I am leaving gains on the table, like I don't know if I could bulk with a healthy diet. Like I could cut like that, but I don't have the appetite to gain weight.
Bro, the
while
vitamins,
eating.
that's like, I'll have like 2 Big Macs, a McFlurry, an apple pie, a large fries. And
Okay,
a
well I don't eat
Diet
that
Coke.
bad. I don't
Just
eat
for
that bad.
us.
Just the personal pizza. That's probably the worst thing I have.
Hey, actually, that is a pretty good question because to bring it back to food quality, you've
Yeah.
been eating more protein recently, which does mean that you have been probably eating more kind of whole foods, sort of.
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't think I eat a single like unprocessed food like in my whole diet. But
You're
like,
a
I don't know if
processed
that's more
food
common.
maximalist.
Yeah, I don't know if that's more common here, like in Europe and stuff. I feel like the processed food is a little bit less of a thing, right? Like you guys generally like are healthier. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like a shock. The obesity rates are
I guess
lower
that is
in,
a stereotype that like Americans do eat like just junk food at alarming
Yeah.
rates.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
But usually
You know.
you associate that with like an obese person, not with like this like Greek god looking jacked guy. So
because I think the working out is the main thing. It's like, you know, I mean, you said you get bad sleep all the time and all this stuff, and like your diet is probably not way better than mine. It's definitely better than mine, but like it's probably not like bald Omni-Man level diet where it's like it's fucking perfect or whatever. But and you still made gains, right? Like even through all that, like you made
yeah.
all those gains that you made. Bad sleep, bad diet. It's like your training was on point. So
So
Yeah.
do you think you could like get like 15-20% more out of your physique or perhaps out of your strength?
20%, no, maybe
No?
like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think.
And have you done like any prolonged phases where you were eating more healthy, or has this just always been how you've eaten?
No, when I would cut, I would eat more healthy. And
Give us a day of
I mean,
eating on a cut.
the last, man. It was like eggs. No, it was better.
So
It
we
was like
start with the
eggs in the
marshmallows.
morning. No, it was like eggs. I would still have some stuff. Like the worst thing I would have when I was cutting, like in years prior. Last cut I didn't do it healthy. I just did it like how I eat now, but like less. And that, dude, that got me lean. Like it worked, and it got me like probably leaner than I had ever been
Yeah.
at 170. But yeah, like prior cuts I would do. Now I'm gonna laugh, bro. And it's not even that bad. It was like eggs in the morning, like actual chicken with like a salad, bro, for like lunch. Right.
Holy shit.
Dinner would be probably just more chicken because I needed the protein, right? I would still have a little protein shake, and then like one ice cream sandwich.
Bro,
Because that stuff never goes away, bro.
That's not bad, honestly. That's
It
pretty
wasn't
good,
as
bro.
bad as now. Now is like
oh,
now is something else. But
dude,
well,
you're basically like a vegan plus chicken. Like, you don't eat like any fish or beef or pork or.
I just can't be like asked to cook all that, bro. Honestly, like that's my main thing holding me back. Like if I had microwavable fish, then I would have it.
So do you make the chicken in the microwave as well?
Yes.
Nice,
Mm.
nice.
Okay.
It takes like 3.5 minutes. It's so easy.
Wow.
And actually, Aiden, your diet, although it is the furthest from perfect, it's it kind of it kind of makes sense, honestly, because especially like I've talked to you for a bit now, and I've seen the bulk so far, and your rate of gain is like really good for a bulk. Mine's a lot harder because I try to eat like mainly. I try to stick to as much whole foods as I can, and then fill
Yeah.
in the rest with just junk, just to get
Yeah.
the calories in. It is a lot harder though, and
It
especially if you
is.
have a bad appetite like I do. I don't know if
And
Aiden's
you have a lot of activity, so no, my
true that.
appetite sucks, dude. That's why I eat like this.
Yeah,
Like when I'm cutting, I don't have to eat like this because I'm hungry as hell. I can have like an egg sandwich, no problem. Normal chicken, none of the freaking breaded chicken.
right.
All that stuff is
How do you
easier,
make
but
the normal chicken? Do you like also put it in the microwave, or do you cook it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Come on.
No, it's pre-cooked, so yeah, it's microwave. But it's pre-cooked, like it's been cooked. It's not raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Interesting. So you're not much of a chef, is what you're saying.
No.
So
No.
let's say hypothetically, you have kids. Would you want your kids to eat like you eat, or would you?
I don't want to have kids, but if I did have kids, no, I would not want them to eat like me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No, I
Interesting.
know what I'm doing is like not optimal and not the best, but
You could say
So,
that.
I don't know. I just don't
But
feel
hey, the
I don't feel that bad doing it.
for anyone talking shit or thinking about talking shit, fucking post physique, man, is all I could
No, I
say.
mean they can talk shit and they can say like, oh, he's gonna die at this age, whatever, whatever. But it's not like a thing that you can really predict, anyways, because everybody's got different genetics, right? Like there's people that smoke a pack a day, like every day until they're 90 something, and they live to 90 something. So certain people they're just like resistant to shit. I feel like I'm kind of resistant to eating, not the best food.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not though. If I like have a heart attack or something, I will eat my words. But until then, I'm just gonna live my
you'll
life
probably eat more
dangerously.
healthily.
Huh?
You'll probably eat more healthily too.
Yeah, yeah. No, if I ever have like a scare or I go to the doctor and they say like, hey, this is like out of whack, then I'll definitely fix my diet and stuff. But so far, it hasn't like
You gotta wait
caused
for
any
like a
problems.
doctor to come tell you that this isn't how you should be eating, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
because I know people, bro. I have friends that eat like me and they're totally fine too. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I'm
I
I'm
never
just
done blood.
joking around. I mean, it is pretty funny though.
So
Like,
let's do a Dante full day of eating now. Let's put him on the
Yes.
okay,
spotlight.
so right now I'm gonna
We'll all take
look.
turns.
No, 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 no. Tell me your bulking full day of eating. When you were
Okay,
bulking and you were having
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's like Rich Piano.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my bulking full day of eating. I mean, it's very inconsistent. Like I don't sort of eat the exact same things like Aiden does. But for me, I absolutely love muesli, like cereal, right? So I'll have like muesli with milk, like once or twice a day.
Okay.
Um, I really love that. And then there are just like a couple foods that we really like making. So I like making wraps with chicken or wraps with like beef and like lettuce and some kind of sauce in there. I also like making salmon. I eat I eat a lot of rice. I eat no vegetables or fruit whatsoever. That is something I've been trying to change. So yeah, like anyway, just to get to the specific question of a day of eating.
Get to the
So
junk food that you ate.
okay, so I'll give you an example. So I would maybe breakfast I'd have like muesli, like I said. For lunch I would maybe make a wrap, and like my meals are usually okay. Like I'll usually have like two like solid meals, but like in between I'll be like snacking and like eating crap like in between. So like I'll have like a solid meal, so like a wrap, and then maybe for dinner I'll have like some salmon, or I'll make some chicken or something. So like I do almost always get two solid meals, but when I'm bulking, like maybe it'll be one of those meals is good, and then like the other one is a pizza, and then in between I'm eating ice cream and stuff. So I'm not
The
over
truth
here
comes out.
like I'm not over here on my high horse like I don't eat like Tristan here when I'm bulking.
So you're like in the middle of both
Fair,
of
that's
us.
kind of how I eat too. Like honestly, it's I get in my solid meals and just getting whole foods, but then again while snacking. For example, today, uh, right, via Discord I sent you like the crazy sports drink I bought, right?
Yeah,
With like
Oh yeah, I
65
saw that.
yeah. How much sugar was
I
it?
It's
That
like
like
all sugar. Yeah.
75 grams of sugar in it.
75 grams of sugar, 300 calories in a bottle. I just downed that while I was working out. I had like 2 granola bars, I believe today. I had something else too. So yeah, for me also like I snack a lot and just try to get in some empty calories, quote unquote,
Mhm.
because it's just easier. And
Yeah.
I believe that's kind of like the balance you have to find for yourself, right? Like if you're near 4,000 calories a day, like 3,500 to 4,000 a day, good luck eating just whole foods. You're just gonna hate
It's gonna
yourself,
be too
and
much.
lifting
Yeah,
and eating is gonna be your whole life, basically.
yeah.
And most of us don't want that. So
Like Ronnie Coleman, he was saying like I had to wake up to eat in the middle of the night. It's
exactly,
like-
Some people
yeah.
actually do that, bro. Like that's I don't know. Like, can't you just like split that meal out so that it like just makes the other meals a little bit like bigger?
he's
Uh,
like every 2 hours I was hungry, so he's like had
That's
to wake
crazy.
there's
up
this
like
guy,
in the middle of the night to eat.
yeah,
Um,
there's this guy, the Dutch giant. He's
I
called
just watched that video.
Really,
Yeah, I
really.
watched it like
He's
yesterday.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
At
he's
the end,
like,
he's like, I get up at 3, and then I
yeah,
eat this like thing of like it was like
Warm.
cottage cheese or whatever. I don't know. I
yeah.
saw that. When did you watch that?
I've heard of him. Like, he's like a bit semi-famous, I guess, in the
Yeah.
Netherlands because he's Dutch, of course.
For
So
sure.
I watched it maybe like a few years ago. I believe it was. It might have
Okay.
also been on like the no local news or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he owns a meal prep company, and
Mhm.
so he eats basically all whole foods. Did he even snack at all during that video? Did he have any junk food? I don't even think so.
I don't know. But also, it's like it's a men's health video, and like they're probably
Yeah,
saying like, hey, you gotta look good in this video.
for
yeah.
sure.
Don't
But
be eating
like the
Reese's
waking
cups.
up in the middle of the night, I do believe he does that. Like I
Yeah,
don't think he's tapping. I think he's real with that, which
that's
is
definitely
stupid and crazy. And I mean, yeah, if you want to live like that, go ahead. But I would rather just eat a freaking
sleep.
burger that's like 1,500 calories or something and be
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Damn, that's a good burger. 1,500.
I mean, they have a good one.
Yeah.
Just a
So
double.
while I'm like on a cut though, like right now, I eat very well. Like I'll say, I still do not eat fruit or vegetables. That I will. That's the hill I'm dying on. But I pretty much just eat rice, bread, and meat. That is all I'm eating. Like right now, breakfast I'll have like a wrap, and then for lunch I'll have another wrap, and then for dinner I'll have some like salmon with rice, and that's pretty much like what I eat. So I feel like if I just added in some like fruit and vegetables to my diet, I would be like a Superman, dude. But I refuse to.
Honestly,
do it.
man, we
Just
should
on principle.
we should try it one day and see if there's any like noticeable change.
Bro,
I don't know. I feel like it's such a slight thing, you know? It's like it would take a long time to have like a compounding effect, you know? Kind of like
Right.
how I'm slowly killing myself with this diet.
Oh my god.
no,
I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's just
for an
funny.
idea, we should like for a day just treat because I think we're like on similar amounts of calories probably.
Just eat
So
vegetables for
a
one day
trade
challenge.
diets. Trade diets.
Trade diets? That would be really fun.
Aiden's
I
doing
have
the
to buy
eat
a
an
whole
apple
new-
challenge.
I have to like post in the Discord like every time to prove it that I'm actually doing it. Like a sped up video of me eating it.
Oh,
Man, I like broccoli.
really? That
Pretty sure that if Aiden were to eat my diet, he would like absolutely lose weight, like
I don't know,
100%.
man. It seems like you eat a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think you could finish the meals. That's
Oh,
just the
that
thing.
too, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to finish the meals.
Bro,
So,
Especially if it's a lot of
broccoli.
rice and stuff. I hate rice.
Broccoli is just a vessel for seasoning.
I like yeah, maybe I like broccoli with like cheese melted onto it. So it
Oh,
doesn't really
okay.
count. So
It's just a
doesn't
vessel
count.
for cheese then.
It's a cheese vessel. I love cheese.
Yeah, I think like broccoli on its own is just like it just tastes like absolutely nothing. Like it's like the worst vegetable. But
I mean,
like,
it has a nice texture to it. I mean,
yeah, I guess. But then you like season it or like put in a sauce or something, and then
it's
like,
good.
Then it's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Same with like what's that green shit? It's like
I'm surprised
like-
that you wouldn't know. I mean, you come off as like a vegetable expert.
I kind of am. Not lettuce. Why is my brain saying lettuce?
Oh,
It's like
cabbage.
It's like you. No, it's like a carrot, but it's like green.
A green carrot.
It's
Cucumber. Cucumber.
No,
Oh.
it's like light green. It's like a light green.
On today's episode of Natty Talk Podcast, we play Guess the Vegetable.
Why can't I think of it? Guess the vegetable.
We're not ending
We
the
should do that.
podcast until you figure out what this vegetable is, dude.
No, I'll never figure it out. Oh man.
you should send a picture if you remember what the vegetable is. Just put it on.
Yeah, it's like a green stick. It's like a. Why can't I think of it? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like a green stick, and you would kind of like dip it in like ranch or something like that.
Are you sure you're not talking about or are you talking about celery? Celery.
Celery.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Nailed it.
I did not know what celery
Vegetable
was.
expert, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, damn.
So you like to dip celery and stuff.
Yeah, I like
Bro,
celery.
I like those guys who are like,
Celery
I'm on
and
a
broccoli.
diet. I just dip my celery into peanut butter. You know, it's like,
That's a lot of calories.
yeah, it's like a 600 calorie peanut butter. But you know, as long as you're dipping it with celery, it's all good.
There you go.
absolutely.
Guys, we're at about an hour 43 minutes into this
What?
podcast, and I think
That's
we've had
crazy.
a
Are we
really
actually?
good laugh. Yeah, I mean, we've literally spent the last 40 minutes laughing at your diet, Aidan. So I think,
That makes sense because I thought we were like an hour in, so that makes sense actually.
yeah,
That's crazy.
the last 40 minutes just flew by. So you know what? I say let's end it on a high. I don't think there's any other topic we could possibly bring up that would be
That we
better-
could get through.
that would
Oh.
that would be better than what we've
We
just
gotta have,
discussed and that we would
We
get
gotta have
through
Tristan
without
on
laughing.
again.
Yeah, we'd love to.
So yeah, we'll have to have Tristan on for another podcast with a strict no laughing policy that time. And we're gonna have a serious conversation about biomechanics.
One rule, don't talk about Aiden's diet.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
Yeah, don't even think about this part of the podcast.
Okay. Next
Okay.
time I'm gonna come on, bro. Next time if I get on, I'm just gonna laugh within 1 minute thinking about it.
Yeah. That's the issue. It's like if we like make it too taboo, we're just gonna like start cracking up. So
Yeah.
I'll
So
just like show up next time with my pizza and the queso dip like right here.
oh my god. Okay, before we end it, Tris, do you just quickly want to say where people can find you if they want to follow your channel?
Yeah, I mean, I only have a YouTube channel, really. It's called Tris, very simple, Tris. I don't post that frequently. I should. I have like one video that's like at 9.5k views, something like that.
It's
I guess
going
that's
viral,
a highlight
folks.
of the channel.
Better than
Yes,
me.
we're going viral. And that's basically it. So I should post more frequently. And yeah, that was it, really. Thank you guys for having me on. like been a lot of fun,
Yeah.
especially the latter part. And yeah, we'd love to be on again.
Yeah, I think that was
Definitely,
definitely the funniest podcast we've done so far, and yeah, I'm gonna put that clip on like straight away because
Yeah.
that was so funny. And yeah, I'll link. I'm sure if you guys search Tris on YouTube, you're not gonna find him, so I'm gonna link him down below. Go subscribe to his
Good
channel. He pinky promised me that he's gonna be making more videos, so. Tris, you better get on that because the people are going to be
You better.
expecting
If
it.
Aidan does too. If Aidan does too.
Yeah, you guys better get on it.
Ooh, I'll try.
When's the collab?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you guys got to do your horse stance as well. Do not forget the horse stance.
I won't.
Okay. All right. So Natty Talk Podcast, episode 8. See you guys next time.
Later.
Peace.